Am I the only one, like, pressed, upset, disappointed that she is back on freaking live? I am so disappointed of TikTok. This is crazy. And you guys can get mad all you want, but come on. There is no reason why she should be back. Am I crazy, or is it crazy that they allowed her back? I'm just kind of upset as a mom. Thank God my kids are older and don't have to deal with seeing her on social media. But, like, hello, they banned her and now she's back? What the F? You guys think it's good or no? What do you guys think? Like, I thought that we finally were done with her, and now here she is, back. So annoying. And you all can get mad and, like, try to ban me, whatever, but truth is truth. Why are we allowing her back? Like, TikTok doesn't even care. Like, later on, when there are going to be lawsuits for children that think that, oh, it's okay to look like this because you'll be glorified. If you don't know who she is, good. Yeah, the arm. That's all you need to know is that somebody like this shouldn't be glorified on social media. That's funny. They put me saying, like, more likes can attract more views. Um, Thank you for the likes, guys, but yeah, she is somebody that should not be allowed on social media. She was age restricted, and we were all thankful. And now, here she is back. She's back, guys. She got her full. And what if she's just. It's a real problem? Yeah. And she's struggling? Yeah. Well, then, yeah. Is she struggling? Okay. Don't glorify it, because she does. She glorifies what we all know she's going through. She's doing it for clout, for sure. She. Alright, guys. There are people on here that are upset that I'm. Yeah, she goes on lives now. She doesn't. She begs for likes. Yeah. I can't say too much now because. Yeah, she'll say, like, oh, thank you so much. If you send 3 more of those, we'll get a badge. Thank you so much, but if you send 3 more of the fucking lion hearts, We'll get a badge. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Um, Subscription goal. Well, I don't want to hate on her, but it's just sad that I'm not trying to hate on anyone, but I'm just saying that it's just sad that somebody in this condition can keep coming back on Facebook or TikTok. Um, and don't say it like they just need to eat a hamburger. It's not like that. It's really not. I get it. I totally get it, but let's not glorify it. You know what I mean? She doesn't want help. I think that she just wants to be on here to like, hmm, that's a good question. Jen of Arc. I like that name too. Hmm. I don't think most would. I think a lot would show up. Is she? Ron. Hey. Hey, Ron. Hi. Do you think I'm picking on her, or do you just think that I think that she shouldn't be allowed publicly? Maybe she should have stayed like age restricted. Ron. I feel like Ron's the type of person that's gonna keep flagging me. I'm just mad that I see 16 because she played, yeah, and she ate stuff. So TikTok was like, oh, okay. Somebody give these people the Nobel Prize they solved. The, well, did she really eat though? Mm, she can be on social media, but I think that it should be very restricted, so to speak. Like, mm, yeah, a lot of people say they want to be like her. Yeah, but she had fuller hair back in YouTube days when Eugenia came around. Her voice was like normal. Um, Her hair was a lot thicker. She had a lot more meat on her bones. Yeah, a lot of people have issues, but all right, listen. My point is, listen up, guys. My point is, that's fine. You all can do what you want to do with your lives. If you want to restrict, if you want to blow up, whatever you want to do. If you're putting it on social media and you're acting like it's okay for everybody to do it and it's all fine and it's all dandy, don't put it on social media for kids to see. Because I have seen countless kids in her chat that think like, oh, it's inspiration, they say. Things like that. because they think like if I get this then I'm going to be a rock star like her. No. Yeah, it's sad, but just don't follow it. This is not how you get famous. Have a personality. Be cool. Be fun. Yeah, she has been. She's been biting little things. Yeah. Yeah, her obsession with Jeffrey is definitely wild, but I think she just grew up knowing him and now he talks to her. And I think like social media for her is like the ultimate. How about I take my own advice? I'm not thin. I'm pretty chunky, to be real. I'm not worrying, I'm just talking. Why are people so mad when we just discuss her? Like, why are there's all these social justice people? Oh, I am? Sad and pathetic. You love her? Cool. That's great. Love her. Why are there all these social justice people that think that they need to come into my life and I can see. What do you think? I see all the Annas coming in, huh? Yeah. But hey, guys, we're getting flooded with a lot of Eugenia justice warriors, like in here, like, it's okay, she's fine. Why are you so upset? Why are you? I'm not calling her anything. I'm not mad. I've never, like, even been on a stream of hers. I'm obnoxious. Who promotes her behavior doesn't care about her. Yeah, but there's a lot, and I can tell you right now, I can see because I got a warning. Damn, I wish I had mods in here. Do I have any mods? Raise your hand, because darn it, I can tell there's a lot. Do I have any mods? Yeah, I've heard people say, "Oh, I can mod," and then they removed all my people. So I don't think I have any mods. Melissa, why? Why can you mod? Yeah, her mom's bad too, but You know, a lot of people want to focus on her mom, but I don't agree with that. Thank you for the, can I join you? Yeah, of course you can. Just jump up. And actually, that would be good because I got to go in to check on. I'm making marmalade. Yeah, a lot of people say I have good mods, but a lot of people always. I had one live that I was doing, and people were like, "Oh yeah, I want a mod," and then they came on. Yeah, it's sad. I'm not trying to like listen. I'm not being a bully. I'm not being rude. I'm just stating the obvious. But yeah, so a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, I want to be your mod." And then they were like blocking everybody that had opinions. I'm being a bully, Brianna. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be, honestly. Just want to know why. There was somebody that said they wanted to come up. Of course, come up. Let's talk. Whether you disagree or agree with me, I'd love for you to come up and talk. Why can't she? What happened? Well, um, here we go. Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah.
Okay, so what I know about her is I used to watch her like videos a little bit. I've only watched like 3 videos on YouTube years back, and
Mhm.
I know that she was like had an eating disorder and everything, but I know that some tea went down, but I have no clue, and I want to know because I'm sure that a bunch of people on here are like curious too because I have no clue.
Okay, so first of all, I have to go check on my marmalade. I'm making marmalade, but guys, I'm letting you guys on. Let's be respectful, okay? Let's watch our language. If you disagree or you agree, that's cool, but let's all be respectful, okay?
Her,
Of course.
All right. So let's talk all, we first had, what was your name, sweetheart?
Chloe.
Chloe. Let's all be respectful because there are a lot of people that are damn sure trying to get my live taken down. They always do. So
Oh
let's be
no.
respectful.
Yeah, no, get out.
All right. It's
Nothing but love
fine, but
here.
let's all talk. Let's all talk like adults, okay? Whether you agree or disagree, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let's all move accordingly. Give me 1 sec because I gotta go check on my marmalade. Be right back.
Chloe, are you gonna go first since you were the first one added?
Yes.
Oh no, I think Chloe went away. Where'd Chloe go?
I guess she left.
Oh no. Um, I just want to say I love Eugenia. I feel, I don't know, I pray for her a lot. And like I said, like I'm trying to be respectful as best I can. I don't have any um negative thoughts about her at all. She's a sweetheart. She's a Connecticut native like I am. I just I just want her to be happy. And um, I've been a fan for years. I've been a fan for a very long time. Um, and I remember, I guess what breaks my heart, and guys, please don't come for me because, like, I'm saying this, like, with all due respect. I remember seeing her. I was like a Jeffree Star fan at first, and I remember, like, when they befriended each other. and all of that. And I loved her makeup. I loved, just her spirit and things like that. And then I saw the, like some of her videos, and I'm the type of person where even if I see something, I'm not even gonna really judge anyone because I don't know who they are. So who am I to like judge someone? You guys know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, what if she has genetics that look like that? And I know that might be naive, but at the same time, I'd rather be that type of person than be someone who's like, oh, she has a problem. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Thank
when
you
I saw the,
guys for keeping it going. Sorry. Thank you.
no, no, yeah.
Keep it
Um,
going. Love it.
but But I think what broke my heart was when I saw her documentary that she did with Shane Dawson and she got recovery. And I saw her rosy cheeks and, she had a little bit more weight on her and she was happy. And then she started talking about all the things that she went through and she spoke about it. So now to see her kind of succumb to back to that, it's kind of hard to ignore what's going on
Mhm.
when she already said that she had some things that she's trying to fight. So
Yeah.
I guess that's my issue. I don't judge her. I don't dislike her. I support her and I pray for her. But knowing that she said it out loud, how can you
Mhm.
look away knowing that she already cried for help and now she's back in that space and she's back to looking like that? Because the day that if some God forbid something would have happened to her, then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, we should have helped her. We should have saved her. Why didn't anybody
Can
speak up?"
can
You
I
know?
ask you something, Victoria?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
How do you how do you feel about I don't know if you're still following her. I'm just jumping back because I left, but how do you feel about the fact that she is denying everything that she said in Shane's documentary?
Um, I think I don't want to compare her to someone. Uh, I'm trying to be respectful as possible. So
I
I'm gonna
appreciate
use
it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna use an analogy, and I'm gonna be very vague about it.
Mhm.
As a person who has a parent that had vices, right?
Mhm.
And when they turned away from those vices, and they were as happy as they could be, but then they fell again to those vices, it was a denial of I'm not doing those anymore because you saw them. So
Shh.
it's kind of like, yes, you denied it, but I think one problem that we have in society now is that sometimes we also will accept that denial because we don't want to see the tragedy happen in front of us.
Uh-huh.
So if someone says that everything is okay, that will help us sleep better at night. So we're going to be like, yeah, okay, it's okay. Everything's
Okay.
fine. But the truth of the matter is that physically we see something happening.
Mhm. Okay.
Respectfully.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your insight. So we're moving up. So on top of you is I'm sorry, let's see your name. Jonathan?
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, like in the sense of, I grew up with her, I grew up with like YouTube, like, like Shane Dawson and all kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
like, I'm already grown. I think most of us are already grown. And just like how we make decisions, like we wish to be respected on those decisions.
Mm,
But I think that, with social media, this person, just like we are on social media, she might have,
mm-hmm.
issues that she goes with. Maybe if she has issues, like about her weight, her body image.
Mm-hmm.
But from the years I gone through back and forth on social media and her always being, like everywhere, she always tries to send positivity. And, like she always has to struggle with us speaking about her image and if she should be allowed on social media. And I have little siblings I take care of now, and they're
Mm-hmm.
pretty young. So like I would say is that as time changes, yeah, maybe some people might get influenced by certain things, but it should be the parents' main take on who they should be looking at. There was a few years ago something like pieces that they were saying, like she is
Okay,
someone.
hun. So my question though was, why is she unbanned? Is it appropriate for her to be unbanned? That's my question.
I would say yeah. I mean, she's doing her thing. She's not promoting anything bad about
You
another
don't think
ceremony.
so?
I don't
Not
think so.
promoting?
She's experiencing her life. There's
Hang on,
tips now.
guys. I'll get to you. I promise.
There's tips now, that she gets, on the life, but that's her living too as well. I don't think she's advocating eating disorders. She's just trying to spread, like her
I just
life.
have one question.
Okay.
One
Hang
question.
on, hang on, hang
Why
on,
is
hang
it?
on.
Why? It's just really quick, and then I'm going to hop out of here. But why?
Okay.
What is it that she is doing that is a guidelines violation? She is
Yep.
doing nothing but existing. You
Yep.
guys are going after her. She's doing absolutely nothing to you guys. She's not mean. She's not telling you guys that her lifestyle is awesome or great. She's not
Mhm.
doing all of that. You guys are just putting that on her.
Very
She has
true.
a
I'm
mental
not
disorder
saying.
and it is not curable. It is something like PTSD or drug addiction. It is literally what she does to survive. And you guys are all on here thinking that like you guys should be able to put her in the darkness. You know what happens when mentally ill people go into the darkness by themselves? They die. That's it. They die always.
That's very
Addicts,
true.
people like her, people when they are sick and they're by themselves, they have nobody to love them. They believe nobody loves them, and then they die. And that's what you guys are wishing on her. And
All
I want
right,
to know
no,
why.
No, of
nobody's
course not.
wishing
Name
nothing.
why. Tell me why you guys want
Nobody.
this for her.
Why do you think we want that on her? Why?
I'm sorry. You fail to see how kicking her off the internet wouldn't leave her to be alone and isolated?
Okay,
Then
so
you're
she could
delusional.
be on the internet and staggering around in bikinis is okay for
Wait,
little
hold up,
kids
I couldn't
guys.
to
hear you.
see.
Guys, I'm so sorry to
I
interrupt really quickly. I just want to say something really quickly, then I'm going to be quiet because I already got a chance to speak. I just want to piggyback off of what he said because jumping on here, I got on the live late, so I just want to make something clear. Um, I My whole message was that I don't necessarily want her to be banned. I think that what she's going through is what he's kind of saying is that there's something going on, that everyone has something that they're
Yes, but
struggling
it
with,
shouldn't be
and
okay.
but no one is trying to like cancel her, or like they want her like to leave
No,
her like
no, no,
excluded, because
no.
right now she needs us the most. She needs our
Yes.
love the most, and she's such a beautiful person that I feel like we all should just love on her. However, we've loved on her for so long, and we saw her get better, and then she crashed again. So I think maybe since, and I'm not talking about myself, what if society, what if like whatever the guidelines are, if they're trying a different approach to help her? And I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna say anything else. But
The only approach they could be
Thank you,
having
thank
is
you.
that she exists. That's it.
But
You guys, there is
No,
no guideline
listen, you
violation. To
are.
tell her it's not okay to exist is to tell addicts they can't exist. It's to tell you if you have PTSD that you can't exist because people don't want to see you have it.
Nobody
This
is
is what it
that's
is.
saying.
You don't like
but that we're not saying
schizophrenia?
Listen,
that for her
Then
not
that
I
to
deserves to be on this app
had
exist.
to
too.
let you go because nobody in here is saying she can't exist.
We want
But
her to
she
exist.
should not be on social media flaunting herself around and acting like she's okay. It's not okay.
If everybody keeps
That's
saying
all
yes,
I'm
then she
saying.
might not exist.
wait, can
If
I get a
everyone
chance to
keeps
speak?
saying yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. If everybody keeps saying yes and keep letting her in this way, then what if she doesn't exist? Then how are we gonna feel
Exactly.
then?
one thing that
All
was
right,
said
listen. Who
are
wants to
they?
drop? Because we've got more people. Who wants to drop?
So actually, I really do need to go. I'm sorry, I was trying to say this, and now I don't remember. Damn it.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
go ahead, carry
Sorry.
on.
ahead, hon. Because I'd like to drop
Forgot what I was
you
gonna
for a
say.
sec. Okay, go ahead.
I forgot. What did you just say, Victoria?
I
Can you
was
repeat
just
that?
saying that nobody wants her to not exist. I'm just saying that she shouldn't keep being on social media and making kids
Oh yeah.
think that
Oh
she's
yeah.
okay
Okay,
the
yeah.
way she
So
is.
yeah, I remember. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, we went about how she got better and then she got worse. Right. Because this is addiction. Addiction is no different than what she is going through, and it is taking over the parts of the brain that is involuntary. She does this not because of anything else but survival. She thinks this is what she must do to survive. It is not her fault, it is her brain, and this is who she is. She's not being mean, she's literally just existing. And then the
I've
more,
never
and just like
said
with
she
people
was
in
mean.
recovery, when you start pushing people and demanding recovery, it does not work. It will never work. It's not going to work tomorrow. It's not going to work in a year. Forcing people into recovery is never going to work. It's better
Okay.
to give her love in silence than it is to do this, because you're just making her isolate more and be alone, where she's not going to reach out to anybody because everybody on this app is doing this. Why would she reach out for
So
help
we
then?
should all just watch her die?
Block her. No, don't act like you guys are victims. If you guys don't want to see her, block her.
But
You
she's
see
not
Okay.
her because you
dying
want to
either.
see her. Block
She's
her
Okay.
if you
not
don't want to see
dying.
her. You have kids, block them so they, or block her from their account so they can't
So
see
we
them.
all
It's
have
not her
to.
job to babysit or watch your kids. Your kids should be doing what they're supposed to be doing. This is a kids app, that's right. And I talk about controversial subjects. I talk about drugs. I talk about prohibition. I talk about clean, safe supply or safe supply. This is stuff I talk about. So if you think she's
Okay.
bad, you're gonna hate my page. You're gonna think I'm hella like I shouldn't be in the world. But this is
Okay.
what it is, and I highly recommend you guys take a step back and go think about this, because it's gonna fucking kill her if we don't get it together.
Kill her
Um,
because we don't want to see it.
can I know I just said I was gonna shut up, but there's one more thing that I know you guys are like, come on, Victoria, shut up. Let me just say this to you, the person who was just talking. I'm sorry, what's your name? Is it Jonathan?
Yes.
I think he left.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
no,
No, he
never
didn't
mind.
leave.
Sorry.
it's me.
Sorry.
You still here, Jonathan?
Yes.
I want to share something with you. My oldest brother was a drug dealer most of my life. He's 14 years older than me. He did that a lot. I know you. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be too vulgar because of what's going on. But he started to, you know, do certain things, and then he went into rehab. And my family was very hard on him. And you know, it was tough love. Like, you know, we're not going to talk
Yeah.
to you unless you change. If you do this and you do that. I was the only person who comforted him and things like that, and you know, talked to him while he was in that place, rehab and stuff like that. And I was a support system. However, I was kind of I understand where you're coming from, and I did that as well. I'm like, like let's not shame him, or we're not gonna turn our back on him. I was the last person to speak to him. He was doing
Oh.
that stuff, and even though I knew he was doing it, I kept just giving
Um.
a positive influence of like, you're gonna get better, you're gonna stop, don't worry.
Oh.
And I had to watch him. I was the last person to talk to him, and I had to watch him on a ventilator after he OV. You know what I mean? So, what is it, like
Oh.
OD? So my point is, I understand where you're coming from, but there has to be a certain point where if you know that something is going on, at some point, yes, it's okay to love them. But if you truly love them, and it's something that I learned, it wasn't that long ago. It's only been 3 years that I was I took that approach, and I didn't help my brother. I didn't help him. I gave him money. I let him sleep on my couch.
Mm. Yeah.
When he was like, "Oh, I'm not in that facility," I snuck out, and I thought,
Damn.
You understand? I'm not trying
No,
to
I get it. I
compare her
get it
to that.
too.
I'm just saying that if a person has something that is
Yeah.
overtaking them, if you truly
Mhm.
love that person, and if we're a fan of her, I'm not saying she should be banned. But what I'm saying is, if we've seen her on this journey for so many years, if
Mhm.
something were to happen to her, it's gonna break our hearts that no one said stop. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
May
So
I
I
add?
Yes.
understand what you're saying.
Yes.
I understand. But
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like, that's
I
all I'm
want to
trying to
make you a
say.
mod. Damn it. You're fucking amazing. Yes. I hear it
That's all.
totally.
That's
Yes.
all.
Yes. 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 Come on, guys. That's what I'm
I do,
saying is,
I do hear that too. The only thing I would say though is I think every one of us, like your brother went through that. I have friends going through that. I
Hmm.
I have I have mental health issues, and my
Hmm.
family are there for me.
God bless
But
you.
as far as like just as far as like people, just regular people, us, like the public, saying that she should be banned or she should be this or she's something that shouldn't be online just to prevent people to not go and see the changes of that person. I do see, like something that uh, just us regular people shouldn't have that power. She has a condition, and I think every one of us can know what that condition is. But as far as us being the say on why it's allowed to be on live, on live, basically, just like
yeah.
everyone seeing that, like I get help, I get support, like not support like in the sense that by through people, but I see
Yeah.
videos that relate to me. And there's many girls like that, and guys, that go through the same struggles. And there's people that really believe that they're okay. There are people that believe that, they should change. And that could be,
Mhm.
she could be the reason why someone changes. She could be the reason why, like it might be reassuring to them that like their lifestyle is something that it's okay. But her in itself, I don't think she's promoting any of that. And one thing that I would say, I don't think she's really asking, like for help.
Mhm.
That's another thing too.
May
uh,
I please add? Do you
yeah.
mind, guys?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. But
No.
first off, my name is Bronte. It's nice to meet you guys, and I have appreciated
Hi.
this has been. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Hey.
I've appreciated that this has been something that has been brought up, even in just conversation. I think y'all trying to keep it as positive as possible, and yet at the same time trying to drive some valid points home. I've appreciated it all. But
Thank
if you don't,
you.
thank you. But if you don't mind me adding, like. I agree with you on some points, Jonathan. However, the world that we live in is kind of a harsh place. We all know this. We've all experienced negatives and
Mhm.
positives. And unfortunately, from what I've seen from her, I have been a follower of Eugenia's since at least, just following up with her life. I was a follower on YouTube and so on, like subscribed and so on. When I was about 15 years old was when I found her. I, at that time, had the worst self image problems, and I started starving myself at like 11, periodically just to try to keep, a lower weight. My family is on the overweight side, so I started to do the opposite and go the extreme tiny. And Eugenia did influence that in some senses where I was like, I want to be this person. She's gorgeous, and I am also an artist. If you guys check out my account, I do draw, and I for some reason have always been a really really
Shameless plug, but
what was
damn,
that?
girl.
I'm just going to say, just to wrap up my point, she has a huge level of influence. She had a really large level of influence earlier on in mid 2000s and so on. she's an amazing person. She has been nothing but sweet. She handles all the hate with grace and with a lot of kindness. I admire so many qualities of hers. However, the example that she does set, even though it is a mental health, thing, it's not a positive that we can, as a society, I think the reason we have so many things that create so much dysfunction is because we don't just say, no, that's not okay. We then make
Yeah,
excuses
and
for the
that's what
character. And
that's what I would say with her. Like, you say she handles everything with grace. She calls everybody a hater who points out the obvious. How is that handling everything with grace? Please
I,
explain.
I've seen a lot of things on Eugenia, including, where certain lives where she's like, she bends over and picks up a box and then she gets a
Yeah,
donation every time she picks up that box. I've seen those things too. And I do believe, in personal that she does manipulate. However, from some of the comments that I have seen also, it would take a lot from me to deal with the level of, in some senses, hate. Not everyone is coming from a place of hate. Some are like, hey girl, like, I hope you're okay, please eat something for me today, and that in a sense is a kind comment, even though it could be, taken by her as
but like you were
backwards.
saying, how is she handling everything with grace? Because she is always so mean to anyone who tries to say, like, hey, girl, you're getting skinny.
Girl,
What?
I don't think
I haven't seen that. I really haven't seen
she
a lot of
doesn't
that.
get me.
She has gotten kind of snappy here and there, is what I have seen.
Snappy. She
Yes.
calls them haters.
But I mean,
Haters.
okay, like I have someone who recently, at work got upset that I mentioned that sometimes either, what do you call it? Like certain hairstyles are kept for certain cultures, and yet we can't have like a social or cultural inclusivity without like actually being inclusive in all of those small things. I said that and it pissed off, a girl that I work with. And now to her, I'm the hater, where all we had was a difference in opinion, where, I do get where you're saying, where, where she has
Wait, please elaborate. I'm interested in tell the story.
So I was, what is it? We were talking about, like just cultural and or, I talk on a lot of big subjects with friends. I'm kind of a bigger subject person, but,
Can I drop? Okay, hang on. Can I drop some people? Who hasn't talked?
Can you guys hear me?
I need.
I haven't talked.
I haven't either. I've been trying to interject.
oh, sorry. Well, if
Okay,
you want to go right ahead.
So I want
we
to ask,
have to get some people to talk. Go
what's
ahead.
the main argument here? Like, what do you want her to be banned?
I just think that Eugenia Cooney shouldn't be on live
On
for
live
minors.
specifically?
For minors.
I mean, I
Do you
feel like
think a fat person with a binge eating disorder should be allowed to stream or be on the internet?
No,
No.
no.
So
Okay.
the majority of fat people?
Oh shit, this is going left.
I'm fat.
Okay.
I'm fat too.
But before this gets out of, like in any sort of, I don't know, emotionally driven type of thing.
It's not.
Well,
It's just a
but,
question.
It's not.
well,
We
Jen,
need to drop some people. So
I will drop out as soon as I
people
say
who have
this. I
talked.
just wanted to say that
People who
Jen
have
had a
talked.
point with saying if you don't like to see it, block her. We need to make this more of a regular thing where we block the people that we don't wish to see, because then it shows the algorithms that
Okay.
like there's not as much support for this creator. So if we made that a regular occurrence within society, okay, I don't agree with this, I'm going to block the person
Okay.
instead of trying to feed into it, it would stop the
Okay.
problem. We just all need to come together on that.
Great deal. Agreed.
What
Anybody
if she just had
else?
like? What if she just had like a
I-
suspension?
So if she's banned,
Alright.
like then what?
Who's
We
ready
ban her and then
to
what?
be?
I don't think she should be banned anymore because she stopped body checking as much. Like,
And who cares if she does? Like, if you're influenced, if you see her and you're influenced by that, and then you go, okay, I want to look like that, and you start, you know, restricting yourself from eating, you have an underlying issue. And you
Yeah, but
shouldn't
it's
be on
just
the
like
internet.
she knows
Maybe
what
you
she's
shouldn't be on the
doing.
internet. Does she though? Like, have you heard her speak? Like, sometimes she doesn't really know what she's.
She body checks all
So
the
what?
time.
So
Come
what?
on.
Okay, but everyone body checks on this app.
Yeah,
Do
should
we?
everybody who does that be kicked off social media?
Look at
It's
my
different when
page.
she's
I
like
don't.
on the verge of death. Like the other people that are body checking
Stop
are
it.
Not
Okay,
gross.
everyone.
listen. Who just said she's on the verge of death? Let's stop that because we don't
Yeah.
want that.
I
Nah.
know.
Okay.
If
So
you
I
look at
started
her
watching
body and you're
her.
influenced by that, that's your issue.
I'm not influenced by that. I don't want
I'm
to look like
not talking to you. I'm talking to anybody who sees her and starts to replicate her behavior. That's your issue.
I'm not influenced by her, but I do think like, I mean, this isn't relatable. Like you can't compare this to PTSD or
Had
like
to get that
addiction.
person out there. Nah, we're not talking about. Listen, we're not talking about ending lives. Nothing.
Well,
What?
can
Ending
no
lives.
please? So then I can go,
Nothing like
please.
that.
Can we let no talk? Then I can talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's just like this is a mental disorder that's like visible and like it's centered around like how you look and how people perceive you. So it's like different. Like it's not like we're not letting her exist, but it's different when someone with an eating disorder is like posting than someone with a different mental disorder is posting.
Okay, so I have a question then. So instead of banning her, right? Obviously, can we all say that we're fans of Eugenia, right? We
No,
all are?
Wait,
no,
what?
Who
I
are
am
fans of?
not.
Okay, well, for those who are fans of Eugenia, right? My question is, what can we do to help her? Instead of banning her, instead of not banning her, what do you think we can do to help her? We don't know her,
There's
right? She's not
nothing
our
you can
friends. We don't have
do.
her telephone number,
She
but
doesn't want
as her
help,
fans.
guys.
She doesn't
She
want help.
doesn't want help.
Okay, but you also can't say that. You can't say that she doesn't want help because how do you know that?
She said
But
it.
but here's the thing,
She
right? So
doesn't.
we don't know her, right? Let's get that, like, we don't know her. We're not her friends. We don't have her telephone number, but we're all having a conversation about her. So about this human being, how can we resolve the situation? Not like we can actually make a change, but if we could, what could we do? If we knew someone that was like her, what would we do for our friend to help that person? Because that's the biggest issue, is that we see this person on the screen and we understand that there's a problem, whether we agree or not. What can we do to resolve the problem?
This
What would
If
you
you
do?
hold,
I mean, I feel like she is trying to be better.
I'm laughing
okay, but don't
because
laugh because do you know actually how hard it is to have an eating disorder
Yes.
okay,
to the
sorry,
point where you're almost
sorry.
anorexic?
I mean, like she's definitely looking
She
better.
is. She's not. She's looking a little bit better. I have almost been to the point of being anorexic, and when people would like tell me like, "Oh, you're gaining weight," like that didn't help. So when people are saying that to her, it's also not like really helping. She is looking like she's getting like a little bit better, but still like saying that. Not hating on you, I'm
I
just
feel
meaning
like,
anyone. Like,
I mean, yeah, I would never point it out to her.
and that's the same thing with pointing it out, saying, "Oh, she's anorexic." Like, okay, like that's what
I
you
feel
doing
like
over.
just getting her to do things that like,
Eugenia is going to die very soon. Let's all like
No,
just
no,
say
she's
it.
not. No, she's
Yes,
not.
she
We're not
is.
gonna put that on her.
Okay, but look, you don't say that because that's honestly like that you don't say that.
Bad
But
onion?
what we
Oh,
say is we
Eugenia's
don't want
gonna
that to
die.
happen. We don't want that to happen to her. We don't want that to happen.
Because she's
And
still a person, no matter what, like her weight, like that's the same thing with bigger people as well that are
People are saying
morbidly obese.
agreed. More people are saying, like, yeah.
I would say, like one thing that everyone's gonna die at some point. That's part of nature. That's part of what we're gonna go through. Her life, like might be.
Jonathan, wait, hold on, Jonathan.
Yeah.
I gotta pause you for a second because what? No, finish your point because
Well,
I want to hear what you're
the
saying
point
because
is that like me having a diagnosis, if I'm on meds, like that automatically will drop my life expectancy by like around 10 to 15 years, and that's for me to basically negate like some like things that I deal with through the daily basis.
so
And
Jonathan, are
she
you saying that
also
you're gonna?
has
But what are you trying to convey that? Because you're saying everybody, like anybody, everyone passes at some point
everyone
in time.
passes through that, yes.
So you're
But at the
saying
same
that you're
time,
okay with her passing the way she does?
maybe we can make her as an example. I don't know anyone who's
By her
gone through her.
passing, she's not Jesus. What's going on right now?
Just know what?
Well, you're saying by her example, she's not Jesus. Like, we need to.
Well, she said
Why would you say that?
from anyone we can learn from one another.
Not to
But not,
not to
but
interrupt
not the end
you,
of the life.
not to interrupt you, but her eating disorder is beyond repair. I have had an eating disorder since I was 12 years old.
What kind?
Bulimic, and
Go.
I
Go.
take laxatives. It's just I don't. Those days
Laxatives. What do
where,
you think that Eugenia is doing?
I don't know if she's making herself vomit. I don't know what she's doing. There's times when I don't eat for 2 weeks.
Do you think
That
that
sounds comforting.
the lobster roll gate? Do you guys think that she really ate that?
That what? I'm sorry.
Lobster gate. Do you think that she ate the lobster roll?
No.
Maybe just a bite.
I see a psychiatrist for my eating disorder. And someone mentioned PTSD. PTSD is real. I have PTSD. I was in the military, and it was so damn hard for me to hide my eating disorder, but I did. I hid it. Like when I had to go get weighed, I put rocks in my pants.
Because you were too thin?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, why? Why did you want to be so thin?
Because my parents told me I was fat.
I'm sorry that they did that to you, Lucy. That's not fair. And I'm sure that
We're all
whatever
sorry.
size you are, that you're beautiful.
You are beautiful.
My mom and my dad told me I went and got into the my mother's been overweight. My stepfather told me I went to actually get water out of the refrigerator after school one day, and I was a cheerleader and I did volleyball, and in the morning I would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and do chores. I had horses and stuff, so
All right, listen. Listen. I am so sorry. I'm gonna start deleting people. We do not want trauma stories here, okay?
no. I'm just saying I went to get water and he asked me
Listen,
if
I'm
I was
gonna.
gonna get as fat as my mom. So that's
Alright,
when
cool.
it started. But as far as she goes, I can't answer why she does what she does. I can only answer for myself why I do what I do. I have all the opportunities in the world and all the therapists in the world and all the people that care about me, that say, "What? Quit, stop, eat." You know, my mom calls me 3 times a day. Have you eaten? What have you eaten?
Okay. We are going to start deleting. Love you guys, but gotta go.
I
Let's start
mean,
talking about real things like, should she still?
She shouldn't be on the internet.
I
This
agree.
this
Why?
is a 14-year, age 14 and over. This is a child-based, influenced platform. That is not okay for children to see.
Ruthie,
I
how old are
mean,
you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 53.
So, how long have you had this disorder?
Over 40 years.
So, if you were looking at a young Eugenia, what would you say to her?
If I was looking at her right now, I would tell her, this isn't, I can't tell you how to change your life. I can't tell you what to do differently.
Sorry, guys. I'm deleting people that aren't talking. Gotta get you
I'll
guys
talk
out.
if I get a chance.
Every time I go to talk, I get interrupted, so I'm just waiting.
All right, sorry, but let's go. Let's not carry on with long stories.
Of course not.
But if I tell my children, eat, vegetables, fruits,
Okay,
meat,
cool.
and
You
that's what
you
I would
tell
tell
your
her.
kids. Great. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so
Sorry, hon. I'm gonna have to let you go. Tell your kids to.
No, but like, I don't think she should be on here. Like I said, it's a platform that kids utilize.
I feel like
It's a
there's no problem
grossification.
with her being on here. Like, if she's, I mean, with the content she's been posting recently, I feel like there's no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly thought she was dead.
Dead?
When?
Let's
Yeah,
not say that because people
yeah,
are gonna get fucking.
I'm unalived. Because I haven't seen anything about her for
She's been
so long. But I'm only on TikTok, so if she was on another media site, I didn't see it.
Really?
But
She's like a YouTube sensation for years.
yeah, I don't go on YouTube hardly anything. But yeah, I thought that I haven't heard or anything, so I didn't know that she was coming back on TikTok or other social sites.
yeah. So the first time I heard about her, there was something on TV about how tiny she was, and I pointed out, I'm like, oh wow, she's skinny and tiny like me, because I was around 68 pounds when I was around that age, and I was like skinny around that age, and I was like skinny as she didn't, but then she did gain weight. She looked normal for a while, and then she
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Damn it.
it wasn't until after
There we
I
go.
34 I was above that weight. So honestly, if she wants to be on social media, I think people should let her.
Is
But
fast
Okay,
metabolism
can I tell you something? Can
don't
I
watch
say
them.
something? Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're like, okay, that's fine. She's just on social media, but she's over here, she's flexing, she's got 1 million followers, and you can't say to me right now with straight face that a young girl sees her being all emaciated, and then they're like, oh, she's got 1 million followers. Oh, maybe I should be emaciated.
I want that.
No, I don't think anyone's thought process would be that
That's
Yeah, I don't think that either. I think maybe.
but that's the problem is. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
I mean, yeah, it's fascinating because I thought I was like, well, you know, because her stomach is so small.
Michelle said, oh, then she's dumb. Okay.
Young children are very, very
Impressionable.
impressionable, and
I would say so.
and that's, I think you're mistaken when you say that.
But do you let your children play on social media without you watching what they're doing?
I can't
Yeah, but
tell
do you
you what they
remember
do at school.
But do you remember being a kid and doing things that your parents? I had strict parents, but I still saw things that they probably didn't want me to see. And I remember like when I was, oh my God, I'm about to age myself. But I remember being, I think it was like 16, and Shakira came out with "Hips Don't Lie" in high school, and I remember like trying to like belly dance in the mirror. I'm like,
Mm.
oh, I can't roll my stomach like that, and like practicing every day, and wanting to look a certain way, and my mom always told me like you have beautiful curly hair, and always wanting to straighten it, and and just trying
My
to
kids
fit
came
in.
home.
Things are impressionable.
Cancers.
My point is, um, look at Kim Kardashian, and I'm not trying to attack her at all, but look at her
Ooh.
waist at the Met Gala. That her waist was like 2 inches. So
Yeah, because she's sad.
imagine. Exactly. You know exactly. You're reading my mind. I think we're like low key best friends at this point. I
I
think
love
like
you.
imagine, I love you too. Like imagine like a girl who's like 17, 18, especially in this day and age, where they see a waist that's so cinched to the nines, and then they see someone that is still having followers. They're like, okay, well if I don't have school lunch, okay, and if I just join the track team and then I don't eat when I
Yes,
come home,
yes,
and
yes,
maybe if
That's
yes,
I
my
just
yes,
daughter.
yes, yes.
like
If
what I
I
mean, like
just fucking
it's not
starve
dangerous.
myself.
It's not
That's my
dangerous
daughter.
at first, but it can become dangerous. And
Me and her are
like I
besties.
and like no, we're dead ass besties. We're gonna DM me after this. Honestly,
No,
I
right
want to
now
talk.
I'm gonna make you a mod right now.
Yes, and send me a message so we can talk. Because I feel like we're like literally like syncing minds. But my point
Yes.
is that I'm not saying like you have to understand. Me and Eugenia are from Connecticut, so I'm from the same state as her, and I remember certain things in high school, which I don't want to differentiate that like maybe it's just like a state thing, but I remember being a 00 naturally. And then I remember when I started to get hips and thighs, I felt fat. And then whenever I
Mm.
used to come into the room, and
Mm-hmm.
all my like my aunts and my uncles who are like from the south and stuff like that are like 6 feet tall and like like 00s, naturally they'd be like, "Oh, you gained weight. Oh, you lost
Girl,
weight. You gained weight.
you need
Oh
to eat
You
some
my
lost
God,
weight."
that
fiber.
was
You
the
need
same
to.
thing
And it's like,
with being a
damn, like,
Mexican.
and yeah, you know what I
Same
mean? So
thing.
like it's like nothing you do is right, and that I have to be honest, like I'm a chef. I was on Food Network, and I remember like it was my debut. I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm so sorry. But
No,
it's
it's
a
cool.
good because like because Eugena's on platforms, right? So I'm gonna use me as an example. I've been on Food Network 3 times. I have a cookbook on Amazon, and I have my own cooking show. I'm not famous at all. I don't got a lot of money, so don't think anything like that. I'm just saying that I've been on TV. And I remember working out twice a day and, smoothies, all of that. And I remember seeing myself on TV and all of my, like, my kinfolk being like, you look fat on TV. And I'm like, I'm a size 4.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So you have to
yeah.
understand that it's bigger than Eugenia. Like we love her and we want her to be happy. I'm not
and
saying I
successful.
necessarily want her to be, exiled to the side because that's gonna hurt her more. But my point is that as a person that is impressionable, who was so
Pace,
skinny and then wasn't skinny, then was skinny and not skinny, and then
pace.
people talking in your ear, is that like that
Everything
that messes with you. And when you see someone so skinny and she's still not thriving, but she's still here, they're like, okay, well, she's still here, so I can tap dance on the borderline of what's healthy and what's not. And that's
Do you
dangerous
get
because
is
she might
not
have the type
healthy.
of yeah, because she might have a healthy heart that might still be rocking with her. But imagine if someone does the same things that she isn't and they don't have the same heart as her and they don't get that far.
She
That's
does.
do
the
you guys
issue.
think if she could admit that she has a disorder,
She
like
did.
then no, but
No,
like
like
if she like never denied it and
Somebody's
people like
saying that she did admit.
yeah,
she
she
Ah,
did
admitted during the Shane Dawson.
for like 3 hours,
nah,
and then
nah,
she
nah.
backtracked.
On
Yeah,
the
but I'm
Shane
saying like
Dawson,
if she could admit
she said
The
she
organs are
wanted me to
healthy.
say it. She didn't want to say it. She didn't want to say it. Go back, look. She kept saying, like, do
okay,
I have
yeah,
to
but
say
I'm
it?
saying like if she just was a like content creator that admitted she struggles with an eating disorder and put out like the same
She,
just like
Then people would be
content,
supporting her.
you think she should still be banned?
yes.
No, if she admitted that she had a problem and she had doctors that were working with her on a platform, I think it'd be
Yeah.
great because that would show
Oh,
No.
children.
I think it's
Oh
different
wait,
because she's
wait.
That's
normalizing.
I totally disagree with that. The show children's like children's don't need to see things like that because they're young, they're developing
Thank
and
you.
learning to where as you as an
She acts
adult
like,
you like if you're an adult you're teaching and educating the children.
Okay, but
thank
she's
She's
not
you.
like the
not.
only
She acts
she's
like
That's
she is okay. She acts, okay, listen.
Be
I am
She
moderating.
has
done
to
with
have a
all,
child.
listen. I am done with all of you. She acts like she is okay. She is fine. And we all know as adults, she is not okay. And so
correct.
she acts like when she's fucking emaciated, we all see it. God damn.
Can
well,
I?
yeah,
And
that's why
Wait,
then
I asked
wait,
if
guys.
she
kids see
I
that.
have a big. Wait, guys. I have a big question, and I have a really, really big question. So, most of you guys said that you saw her documentary on Shane Dawson, right? I think it was like what two? I think what was it like two parts, right? It was pretty long. Do you guys remember how when we, oh gosh, when they went into her house and we saw her room, we saw her kitchen, her living room, we saw her house and all this stuff. And like she like spoke on the wallpaper and stuff like that. And her mom was right there, and like her mom was like her biggest supporter. Do you remember when she spoke on how her mom was like her best friend and it was like just her and her mom, and how like it's just been like them and stuff like that? And remember in that documentary, she had put weight on, she had those cute like little cheeks, and like she was still probably like a size 1 or 2. She was still very thin, but she had weight on. My question is, do you think that her mother promotes what she's doing to keep the money rolling in? Because remember, she said her mom was there when she was like eating paper and things like that. And her mom was like, "Oh,
I
I didn't say
thought that
anything because I thought it was okay." How do you think your
I
daughter
thought
is okay
that
eating paper?
I thought that they're very wealthy already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that Eugenia needs to
But,
In
but,
this world,
but,
you can't
no,
be
I know,
wealthy
I do,
enough.
no, I do too,
People
I
want
do
to no matter
too.
what.
No, I definitely think Eugenia comes from a wealthy family in Connecticut because the town that she comes from, I know of. She comes from a wealthy town. But what I'm saying is that it was just her and her mom in that house. I think her mom and her dad aren't together or had a divorce or something like
Ooh,
that. Do
I've
you
heard that
think
too.
Yeah.
my point is that Eugenia did get help at one point in time. Do you think that her mom didn't stop her from relapsing because now once again she's making money off of her streaming, social media, and things like that? Because I'm sorry,
Money. If you
Yeah, that's
if
just like a well known.
if you have money, you're still hungry for money.
but like
Literally what I
as
just
Well,
said a
If
second ago.
you,
yeah, because
I
I don't
just
have any kids, but like if my nieces, like if my mom saw me not eating, she'd be like, "Girl," but like also like if I saw my nieces not eating, I would be like, "Did you eat today?" And I wouldn't let them eat paper. And her mom on the documentary, if you look back, she said she used to watch her eat tissue and things like that. So my point is, do you think that is it that Eugenia doesn't want help? Because she obviously tried to get help at one point in time. Or do you think her mother is enabling her in order to keep that money coming in? Because, listen, JoJo Siwa's mother was dyeing JoJo's hair since she was 2.
Jojo
Correct.
Siwa.
Jojo Siwa, but you got Baby Boo Boo over there
I
as
don't think
well.
Eugenia
So,
ever
You
wanted
see what I'm
help.
saying?
but
Like
other
she
than
was
that,
forced.
it's like people are endorsing their children's, and either you're gonna do like dance moms or content creators, you're gonna get endorsed in that, and
Hmm.
what's gonna happen? The child is gonna think that their mother or their father could be their, backup bank accounts. But that's how it
So,
is.
so at
That's
this
not.
point, is like, should we look at Eugena's mom? Because I don't want to have another Britney Spears. I miss Britney Spears for what she used to be. And look what her parents did to her. So, like, if Eugena's mom is letting, because she lives with her,
Hmm.
Eugenia supports her mom. Why is Eugena's mom letting her baby look like that? Can we
but
I
talk
mean,
about
It's
yeah, she
that?
definitely supports it.
it's
No
about the money.
question.
It's about the money. That's what it is. It's about the money,
Yeah.
and that's what's selfish about people, that they're willing to know the fact that they had a child for 9 months in their womb,
Hmm.
and then bring him to this world, and then just use them like that, and they have no self-respect. And I feel really bad what this woman is going through. And I really hope she finds the right people to do what she needs to do to get herself healthy as possible. I'm not here to disrespect or be rude to her whatsoever, but I just feel really bad to see someone that is doing this to themselves.
you also have to
What do you
keep in
guys
mind
think your
that
children are seeing? Like, you guys think this is the worst that your children will see on the internet?
It's not going to be the worst that, so I don't think it's going to be the worst that the children will see today. It's what the worst going
the
to see.
children.
It's what's going to be the worst in the future.
Okay, but if we
Because
go off
because
of like what
if we're not here, so think about it. If you're not here and we're not present, what do you think they're going to see in the future?
So, do any of your children watch her or
I
have watched
love
her?
her.
I
and
mean,
also keep in
when I was
mind
a
that
kid,
this is a disease and it's no different than diabetes, it's no different than cirrhosis of the liver, it's no different
Dude,
than the heart disease.
I'm
It's
gonna like
it's a
knock
mental disease.
everybody out.
I haven't
Sorry.
even been able to speak.
Alright, what do you want to speak? Speak.
Okay,
Speak.
oh, okay, calm down. So I was trying to say something earlier, but I can't even remember because
I know, it's